FashionistaSims. We're back with our Sunday speed build. I absolutely adore this home, I have to say. I love it. I love how it turned out. I use mostly city living. They have some amazing build items in there. I tell you they do. I had, to use other things here and there, but they had a lot to choose from, I have to say. So there's a lot in here that I used. This is called the Bayview Beauty. This is why I called it that, because it's close to the bay, the water, and I think it's beautiful, so I named it that. I used some a little bit different, because not all houses are the same color on, some places can have white up and then darker bricks or tiles on the bottom part. It just all depends on what your preference is. So I used some different colors on the upper and lower parts of the house just to try something new. And I put a white roof on there. I figured it would look better because the other part is a white, a white brick also. I used a white deck. Of course, I didn't really have too much deck colors. I changed this. I did have room for the front of it, so that was a good thing to put the stairs in front. I was a little worried that I wouldn't, but I actually did. I made a huge deck on it, and you'll see why later, because I put some fencing around, and that's city living fencing. I made like their big deck up here. They have two doors actually, one going from the kitchen and one from the living room instead of putting a back door on, and they can use the deck for that. I put the grill and all those things on there, and you'll see that just in, of course, closer to the end of the video. I kind of decorated kind of nice, I think. But I absolutely love. It's a 2-bedroom. It's 1 bath, kitchen, living room, and little laundry room, of course. I'm trying to figure out where to put whatever. The bedroom, actually, for the adults is pretty good size. I made the bathroom and the kids' room kind of a little bit smaller. But it actually was bigger than I thought. I fit quite a bit in there, actually. I decided to change the one door on the front to the taller door. I just liked it better. I know it kind of reaches up to the upper part of the bricks, but I still loved it. I tried using the city living lights. They just weren't bright enough. It just still looked too dark to me, so I decided to go ahead and use the saucers. They are the best lights anyway. They really brighten the house up very nicely whenever you use them. They actually had matching city living toilet and sink and bathtub. I love the browns in the bathroom. I think it was gorgeous. And as you'll watch, you'll see how it just transforms. It's amazing how beautiful it is, or at least I think so. I used brick in the living room and the kitchen because there was, only so many items you could use for walls and floors. But I actually love the brick, or I always love the brick kitchen, but I actually love the brick in the living room. I thought it was beautiful. And I kind of use like the reddish kind of color for the living room, because there are some hues of reds and maybe a little like an orange color or so in the living room itself. And those are city living doors inside. I know they're glass, but I still love how it turned out. And of course, if there's only a family and stuff living there, I made the kids' room pink, so I guess it would be for, But I decided to use the taller doors. I just love how they look. I think they're beautiful, actually. And it kind of matches the fencing around the deck, I thought. It's kind of the glassy look. And I decided to start with the kids' room first. I thought it was something a little different. think it turned out very, very nicely. Had some beautiful pictures. Some of them are huge, as you'll see. Some point, I'm trying to use some different pictures, and they are just huge. I don't know why they're. I guess they could be used for something. I'm not really sure what, but really the only toy they had in there was bubbles, so I put the bubbles in there. I put them in a toy box. It's not city living, but you know, kids are gonna want that, and they're gonna have it. And of course, you know, the little table, the play table's not for, you know, that either. I'd use the white at first, but I couldn't find just a white sink, so I decided to change the commode back to brown. I did find a vanity cabinet, I believe I put in there. I think the mirror matches pretty well too. And the bathtub matches. And I'm trying to find a decent rug from City Living. I ended up using the same one I first started with, because I thought it was very lovely actually. I thought the browns kind of matched too, that's why I used it. It gave a little bit of splash of color. And I couldn't really, I didn't really have much room for towels and things, so I just made that bigger. Put one towel on there and it can hang, and it's brown, so it kind of matches the other decor. I was looking for a cabinet that might match, like to hang up on the wall, a medicine cabinet, or I went with the white and I decided to try the brown. It was kind of dark, so I believe I changed it back to white. Because there is white in the bathroom, there's white on the sink, and inside the bathtub, and the toilet, so I'm trying to find a vanity that looks kind of close to the brown that's in there. It is kind of an orange color, but I thought it kind of complemented it pretty well. It's kind of like a rustic brown, I would say. I couldn't find an exact match, of course, but I decided to go ahead and put it in there because that vanity looks very nice. And I did change the candles on top of there later on because I wanted them to be lit. And I sized that up. I thought the lilies were beautiful. And it is city living. I decided the TV should go on the other side because I needed a pretty good space to put couches and stuff. Because you have to be able to get into the laundry room and stuff like that, so I ended up changing that over there. But I thought the furniture and stuff was very, very nice. I used white in there because there really wasn't anything else much I could do with the brick colors. And there is kind of a creamish white hue in some of the bricks, so I thought it complemented it pretty well. I love the rug. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's very close to the flooring and stuff that I put in. I said to use that big tree right there into that other little thingy. They had a little mini desk in there and little chairs and things like that for city living. I used everything that I could that was city living, and then of course some things I couldn't. Love the candles, absolutely gorgeous. They are city living. Some of those pictures are really, really huge. I was like, oh my god. I had to move things down to get get the picture to center over the couch and stuff, but it looks much better that way. A lot of people have things like that over their living room furniture. I actually inherited a dining room, pretty good size picture. It's wood frame from my grandmother when she passed away years ago. And it always hung in her dining room ever since I can remember I was a kid. That's how old it is. And it now hangs close to my kitchen. It's pretty damn close. It's kind of in there, and kind of in here, but we are set up, kind of a close quarters, a little bit here and there. And I was trying to find a bed to kind of match the slate of the gray, but I went ahead and decided on the darker gray frame. And the tables looked really, looked like they matched really well. As far as, I had to use whites and things too, but it's a slate gray, so it's fine. I love the mirror that they had. It was absolutely gorgeous. But a nice picture over the bed. It kind of complements the room, brings a little bit of splashes of colors. Used the lilies. I thought they were beautiful. And I decided to change the candles. I thought I want some lit, you can actually see them. And I know you can light those candles, but you know, when you're doing a build, they're not going to light automatically unless you do them yourself. I would have to say one of my favorite rooms, or my most favorite room in this, is the kitchen. I absolutely love what I did with the kitchen. I even put some little fluffy seats in there and a little table in between. They could sit there if they wanted to. I made that into like a little washer, dryer, laundry room. And I thought, hey, in case the dang washer dryer breaks down, here's a little thing they can use just in case. I was really surprised that fit quite well in between. The laundry basket did. Yeah, there is an emergency laundry facility right over it, just in case. A wash board and whatever. I started out doing white, and I thought, no, I want black. So I actually had to use a stove that wasn't city living. They had no black in city living. For the cabinets and all that stuff, as you can see, there's only one. It's city living. But I absolutely love the kitchen. The whole house I love, but that is my most favorite. I actually found a stove hood that was actually different than the one I used. It fit pretty well. You'll see in a minute how I put the kitchen table and some beautiful things in there that was city living. Absolutely gorgeous. Made the kitchen just amazing looking, I thought. Those vases are not city living, but they match the black decor and the white. I thought they were beautiful, so I wanted to use them. And the hutch, I thought it was very nice. I never put a hutch in my house, in the houses I built, so I wanted to do that. And that's the city living table, and of course the chairs. I know there's only 2 or maybe 3 people living there if it's a couple, but still I put 6 chairs because they have family. Those tree things right there, I absolutely adore. It looks like they have kind of a light behind them. I thought they were gorgeous. They had some very nice build items. I just loved what I found. I guess I will do these until I'm done with all the packs and whatever I can do, and then I guess I'll just mix and match after that. I do want to make a haunted build, of course, for Halloween. I want to do a really good, scary house if I can. I'm going to do my best, of course. That's all you can do. I even fixed the deck up very nicely, I thought. Have some little potted plants out there. Make it look really good and homey. And since I have white on the house and the roof, I decided to use white flowers in the front. I thought it complemented very nice with the darker hues on it. It really brightened it up, I thought. I had to kind of mess with these a little bit because I had some off a little bit. You had to turn it sideways to see. And I was like, why do I have 5 on one and 4 on the other? What the heck did I do? Oh yeah, here we go. I love the fountains. I like putting them in there. I think they look very, very nice for a house. And then I made the deck up to be, it's like a place you can really enjoy, I have to say. A grill, a picnic table, which is city living and stuff, and then some potted plants, just for decoration. I even put little seats out there, and so you could sit down and just have a good time outside. We're getting close to the end of the video, folks. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And what do we say? Goodbye, everybody. Hell yeah.